there, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be checking out the Phenyx Pro PTM-10 IEM system. So stick the kettle on, grab a snack, and let's get into it. As usual though, before we do that, remember to hit the subscribe button to be updated on all my content. I'm working on some great new content this year, so I cannot wait to see you back here on the channel. So, this IEM system features an all-metal construction on the transmitter, while the receiver is plastic. We'll talk about that in a little minute. There's an LCD readout showing you kind of lots of info and bits and bobs that you'd expect, and it's intended to be a really simple to set up unit. The frequency range is between 555 and 575 megahertz. It's got an advertised range of 180 feet, and the frequency response is 60 hertz to 16 kilohertz. So there's not a lot of channel scanning options or changing frequencies, so that's something to consider. And it's really kind of advertised as best for small to medium venues on stage or possibly a studio recording. And that's all reflected in the price at around £245. So you can draw your own conclusions about that as well. All right, so let's have a look inside the box. I'm going to change camera angle now so that you get a better view. So let's do that now. Okay, so like I said, here we go. Switched angles. This is the box here. It's actually quite a nice packaged box as well. Like the look of it. So we're going to dive straight in, open it up here. And this is what I already knew. I like this. It's got a case. So a little transport case so that you don't have to take the box with you everywhere. Let's have a little look at him there. Can you see him in the light? Yeah, cool. Anyway, so yeah, we've got in the box here. So like I said, it's a carry case and it's got some foam padding, which looks nice. We've got a user manual, warranty card, and then here's all the bits here. Now, to save time, I'm going to show you a little bit of B-roll with all these things out of the box. But we've got the transmitter, we've got the receiver, we've got some kind of accessories, BNC cable, so that you can take the antenna from the back around to the front of the rack. We've also got a little set of headphones in there, power cable, antenna, and rack unit, rack kind of combiner unit there. So let's just close this bad boy up. That is a little bit shoddy. Oh, you've also got a couple of batteries. That's nice. So let's close that up there, put the batteries over there, and let's have a look at the main transmitter. So this is made out of metal, and it looks quite nice. Yeah, so interestingly, you've actually got two volume knobs here. You've got a nice clicky power button, and you've got some buttons for going through menus. A volume button here, which I am guessing is probably going to control the overall volume from your inputs. And then this secondary volume is for this, which your engineer would use to kind of like plug in from off the side of the stage if you were ever working in that kind of context. So there you go. That's nice. Let's see. Let's look at the receiver next. Yeah, this is what I thought. So the receiver is made out of plastic and definitely feels a little bit on the cheaper side, but you've got to remember this is like 240 odd quid. So clicky power button, which is separate from the volume knob. A lot of other in-ear monitor packs, you'll see the volume and power is incorporated into one thing. So there's normally an initial click from that like 0 to 1 notch, and then you kind of go around the full volume range. But it's different here. We've got a separate power button. Yeah, that's that really. And like I said, we've got a rack connector here, so you can rack mount this, which is nice to know. I'll give you my opinions on that later on. One thing I don't like about this is that it is gonna steal, if I kind of like put that around there, it'll steal an entire rack space just for this one unit. So if you wanted to rack unit two of these side by side, you'd need to take this part from a second in-ear monitoring system and then put that side by side, but you'd also need to get a joining plate for the bottom, which if you buy a Sennheiser system, they always come with a joining plate. It's got holes so that you can clearly screw a joining plate in, so it's definitely intended for that purpose, but it just doesn't come with a joining plate. So good and bad things there. Put that off to the side there. We're definitely not going to be rack mounting it in this video. And then we've got the aerial, or sorry, the antenna aerial. Oh my word. It's almost as if I'm from the 1980s, people. I mean, I am, but still. Only just. And it's a BNC antenna, which is nice because you can kind of work with a wide array of different antenna combiners and things like that if you want to make this a little bit more professional on the look. Well, there you go, look, woo, massive. And where's the power cable? Power cable. So I think what we'll do now is I'm going to cut once again and I'm going to grab a power extension so that I can plug this guy in, and we're going to do a little sound test quickly. So we're going to cut now. Okay, so I've got all this plugged in. Let me just explain to you what we've got going on here. So I've got the transmitter. I'm doing a very simple setup here. This is not scientific and it's not a real world example because you would never plug a laptop directly into an IEM transmitter unit. There's no reason why you would ever do that in life. But this is what we're doing for the case of this video. So literally, I've just taken an output from a laptop and I've plugged it in via dual jack into the back of the IEM transmitter, and that is going straight to the receiver on my DJI mic. So this is automatically recording here, and you'll probably hear there's a little bit of white noise if I stay quiet. So that's what we're hearing straight off the pack, kind of that amount of noise, which to be totally honest, you would expect that. I haven't I've been playing about it with a little bit and I haven't seen much in the sound of like intermodulation noises and things like that. So yeah, very simple setup, not scientific, not real world at all, but it's just to give you an idea of the sound quality coming out of this. So I'm going to plug in my headphones so that I can hear it as well. And I'm going to hit play on the track. It's just a royalty free track of Epidemic Sound. So here we go. Turn the volume up a bit. Okay, sounds good. I'm going to stop that. Let me see if I can find another track to try here. Here we go, look, here's one. Let's have a listen to this one and just check a different type of track. Cool, all right. So something to bear in mind, this is now being summed to a mono signal, so it's not stereo anymore because of the way that I'm recording just now, but it's the situation I'm in with this setup here. But it's nice to just get an idea of what the sound quality is right off the bat on this. That's kind of what you could expect for this price range. So I'm going to pack this away just now and then we'll cut to the end of the video just now. So here we go. Okay, so generally speaking, I like the look of this unit. It's a bit plasticky for the actual receiver and definitely feels a little bit on the cheaper end, but I do like the fact that it comes with a carry case. It's actually good because I pretty much reckon this is never going to end up in a rack unit. I'd see a lot of kind of like weekend warrior musicians who play in bands and need to bring their own in-ear monitor setup, so the carry case is good for that reason because it's going to get pulled about lots of different places. Sound quality is pretty good, especially for the money, and the range is all right. Now, I was going to do like a big range test, but it's pretty much pointless because the point of cheaper systems like this isn't so much about getting far away from the receiver. It's more just about not being bound by a cable. And that's exactly what this allows you to do. So there we go. This is definitely not trying to be in competition with your Sennheisers or your Shure companies, but if you are just getting into the realm of in-ear monitor setups and you can't justify or don't want to spend big money, then this could be a good opportunity for you. There's more options in this low budget range nowadays, and I'm hoping to showcase some of them here in the coming months. So until then, I've been Chris, and this has been the Phenyx PTM-10 by Phenyx Pro. If you like this video, hit that like button. Also, I've got some affiliate links below if you choose to buy any of the products that I feature. So that'd be really appreciated. And hey, why not drop me a comment below? Let me know what you think of this in-ear monitor system, or if you've got any others that you prefer. Until that, we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.